How about various other governments? Israel, like, is Israel using this stuff in Gaza? They make a lot of drones. What are they adopting and learning from this? Like this, the Ukraine war is a huge live lab where all kinds of stuff I'm sure is being tested. I can't even imagine what's being learned and now is coming into play in other conflicts.
Yeah, you mentioned Israel. So Israel has a scope called the Smart Shooter Scope, and it has very, very small onboard AI just in this scope. And this scope goes on regular soldiers' rifles. The U.S. military bought a few hundred of these things, and they've also been sent to Ukraine for the Ukrainian military to use. And what it does is the AI in the scope is helping whoever is shooting at a drone in the sky with a regular assault rifle. It pull the trigger. It doesn't allow a bullet to go until the AI lets it go, if that makes sense. So you're aiming at a drone in the sky with this smart scope and you pull the trigger because you think you have the drone in your sights. The AI is like, oh, I disagree. I'm going to wait for 2 more milliseconds and then I'm going to release the bullet. And it does. And it turns out it's brilliant at swatting drones out of the sky. If you're, that's like a last resort. If you're an infantryman and you're caught in the open with a drone coming at you, you don't have a shotgun on you, which is moderately effective against small FPV drones, then this is a great tool. But this is going back to Israel is absolutely starting to find uses for AI in all kinds of different weapon systems.
What are some of the other uses besides just someone got as he diving, killing, shooting? What else?
Yeah, it's really just the sky's the limit. I mean, if you can imagine it, any inanimate object, you take a legacy Tomahawk missile, that was like the darling, the belle of the ball of the Gulf War era, where we have these Tomahawk missiles, this legacy marvel that would go through the old kill chain, the find, fix, track, target, engage, assess. It would go into Iraq and it would hit whatever target its human programmers programmed it with. But if you think about the process of an old Tomahawk missile, it was human finds the target, human plans the mission, the missile gets launched, the missile follows its orders, but it can't talk back, it can't reroute, it can't improvise, and hopefully it hits the target. Hopefully the target is still there by the time it gets there. And so if you were to take, let's say, an NVIDIA board or whatever AI board that you want to put in there after you've trained it, then now it's the weapon is launched, the onboard AI searches, identifies, selects the best target in real time, and all of the navigation and targeting is done completely on its own, and it all happens at machine speed within milliseconds. And so really any weapon system that you can imagine has potential to upgrade with AI. And, the U.S. is absolutely moving in that direction as well.
I can see you're going to have observational drones or equipment, for an area where there's a problem happening. And then once they target someone, if they have other assets there that are just sitting passive, but their only job is to kill, from what you're saying, within like a second of identifying a target, someone could be killed.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I've written about in the past. Over on my Substack channel, I had just written sort of a primer on AI and war. And one of the things I mentioned in there is like, how do you keep track? How do you keep track of like who's getting killed on the battlefield if it's happening this fast? I mean, it's going to have real implications for, not just keeping track of casualties, but also knowing whether an objective has been cleared or not. And yeah, there's absolutely the need to have some sort of ISR or intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance asset somewhere close by that can monitor all of this happening. And then, that's the part that I think you just mentioned that is definitely not top of mind. That's something that's sort of secondary to this arms race that's happening right now between China and the U.S. mainly.
So, what else have you seen? What other AI technologies? So I guess there's targeting, tracking. You said, I don't know, the word is for killing, but engaging, I guess. What other kinds of, again, AI have you seen out there that are being used?
Yeah. So, other than putting AI into like an actual scope for a weapon and then having a drone itself be the one to make the kill decision and fly itself, assuming it's got some kind of explosive payload. I've seen AI in a lot of intelligence. So something more along the lines of think like AI-driven command and control, right? Sort of like data fusion, decision support, targeting, electronic warfare. They have a lot of opportunities there to have AI speed up the process of, instead of a general hunched over a map with a cigar, that picture is gone. Now it's about fusing all of these sensor feeds. You have data coming in from an F-35 that's using its radar to track known targets in the area. It's fusing together data from space-based assets, so satellites. You have a team on the ground who is designating targets, all of that has to be put together.